April 14th, 1865. The Civil War is over. The nation is celebrating. Abraham Lincoln has 18 hours left to live. The morning begins like any other. Lincoln sits at the breakfast table, but something is wrong. He tells his cabinet he had a dream the night before. A familiar dream. A ship, moving fast, sailing toward a dark and unknown shore. He'd had this dream before every major event of the war. Bull Run, Antietam, Gettysburg. Every time, death followed. His cabinet brushes it off. Lincoln does not. He carries it with him all morning, quiet, distant, already somewhere else. By noon, the city is electric. Lee had surrendered 5 days ago. Washington is celebrating. Flags, fireworks, music in the streets. Ford's Theater sends word. The President and Mrs. Lincoln are expected tonight. Our American Cousin. A comedy. A night off. Lincoln doesn't want to go. He's tired. He tells Mary he doesn't feel like it. But the theater has already announced his attendance. The public is expecting him. So he says, yes. One word, one decision. This is the part history doesn't talk about enough. At 3 p.m., Lincoln meets with an old friend, Congressman Schuyler Colfax. He's planning a trip. He wants to travel the country once the war fully settles, see America again, like a normal man. He sounds hopeful, excited even. Then, at 4 p.m., he takes a carriage ride with Mary, just the two of them. Mary notices something. She says he seems almost joyful, lighter than she's seen him in years. Lincoln turns to her and says, I consider this day the war has come to a close. He smiles. It is the last peaceful moment of his life. Ford's Theater, second floor, the presidential box. The play is already underway. The crowd laughs. Lincoln leans forward in his chair, watching. His bodyguard steps away from the door. John Wilkes Booth has been in the building for hours. He knows the layout. He knows the schedule. He knows exactly when to move. 10:13 p.m., Booth enters the hallway. 10:14 p.m., he reaches the door. 10:15 p.m., one shot. The theater goes silent. Then, chaos. A young officer in the crowd shouts, "They've shot the president!" They carry him across the street. A boarding house. A bed too small for his frame. Doctors work through the night. There is nothing they can do. By dawn, his cabinet is gathered around him. Generals, senators. His son Robert, weeping at the bedside. Mary Lincoln, barely able to stand. At 7:22 in the morning, April 15th, 1865, Abraham Lincoln is pronounced dead. Secretary of War Edwin Stanton stands over the body. The room is silent. He says only this: now he belongs to the ages. Lincoln spent his last peaceful hours dreaming of travel, of seeing his country again, of rest. He never got that rest. But here is the question history keeps asking. If Lincoln had lived, what would America look like today? Leave your answer below.